Dan is an expert in the field of tumor biomarker research. He is an inspirational leader, and he's an incredibly kind and generous person. And I think with those qualities, it's no surprise that Dan is being given this tremendous honor. I first met Dr. Hayes as an eager first-year hematology-oncology fellow looking for research opportunities. Dan has really been my mentor all throughout my fellowship years and then on to my early career faculty years here at the University of Michigan. And now Dan and I have worked together as colleagues for the last 8 years once I joined the faculty in the breast cancer group. Dan is the best mentor that I've ever had. Dan has this incredible ability to make people feel at ease, to share ideas openly and freely, which I think really encourages a spirit of collaboration among all of the people that he works with.
I'm really most proud of having taken care of well over 1,000 patients over the last 35 or 40 years who had breast cancer. That's probably my single biggest achievement, is just being a good doctor, kind and compassionate and knowledgeable. And also I've contributed to worldwide efforts to improve the long-term survival of patients with breast cancer. And there are a lot of women alive these days that wouldn't have been 30 or 40 years ago because of the advances we've made in the field.
Dan has been the president of the American Society of Clinical Oncology. He is recognized as a leader not only here at the University of Michigan, but across the country and across the world.
Well, I hope I'm remembered as a good and caring and compassionate physician. That's what I've tried to do. I also hope I'm remembered as someone who made some contributions to taking better care of patients with cancer in general and breast cancer specifically, which has been my area of interest. And finally, in regards to policies about something called tumor biomarker tests, which gets very wonky in a hurry, but I've had a lot to do with taking them from being a sort of sleepy backwater into a very important part of medicine today. Indiana University means a great deal to me. I have 3 degrees from the university, although I haven't worked for the university in the last 35 or 40 years. I graduated from medical school in 1979. I bleed red, just like everybody else, but I think our red is the cream and crimson of Indiana University. And it's meant so much to me to have the kinds of mentors I had there. So I'd particularly like to thank a few people for this award. One is that Drs. Frank and Ruth Gerd. Dr. Ruth Gerd is an MD who was starting a lab, and when I was a first-year med student, she let me come work in her lab, and I took a year off of med school and got a master's in science biochemistry with her. It was a wonderful experience. I'd like to thank Larry Einhorn. I was assigned to his ward against my will, but he turned out to inspire me to be an oncologist, and I owe most of my career to him. Finally, I'd like to thank my brother, who talked me into going to med school and has kept me grounded through the years. And especially, I'd like to thank my wife, who's put up with me for 50 years this summer and has helped me get through tough times and easy times. It's been a great marriage, and I'm really thankful for her and my 2 sons.